Good evening, guys, and welcome to the penultimate round of the Zenith F1 Esports mini-series here in Mexico. And what was a triumphant return to Formula One action this weekend. We also mourned the sad loss of a legend in Murray Walker, and there will be a 1 minute silence with no cars going out on track, which will start now. Well done to all the drivers for not going out on track in the first minute in respect of Murray Walker, a legend. The word legend is bandied about a lot, and Murray was a true legend for since I started following Formula One in '94. He was the voice of Formula One to me, and to many people, even people who were born after Murray retired and watching Formula One now. Everybody knows who Murray Walker was. Well, it doesn't matter where you were from around the UK, of course, but he was a worldwide name, a worldwide legend with the drivers and fans, and every commentator will never emulate what Murray Walker has done in motorsport. And even towards the end, when Murrayisms drove you nuts, they used to scream at the telly sometimes going, "No, Murray, no, that isn't Montoya," or just something like that. Just little things that Murray used to do towards the end, the little mistakes, but it was all part of Murray. It's why you loved him. You know, you just Murray was the package. Him and James Hunt in the commentary box, memorable. Some of the memorable lines that Murray used to come up with are lines in motorsport that will never die, and he's a legend in motorsport that will never die. And I was truly saddened to hear the news that Murray died at 97. What a great innings, 97 years old. The voice, the all-time, and for me personally and for a lot of people, the voice of motorsport, and the OG, the original voice of Formula One. And rest in peace, Murray, and all our thoughts are with his family and the motorsport community that knew him so well. So thank you for the drivers for paying their respects, not going out in the first minute. As one of the TRM boys have taken it to the extreme and have already retired out on track. And in fact, TRM Humbach has binned it coming into that's turn 4, coming into turn 4. Alpimet says, "Rest in peace, Murray Walker." F1 GFO Esports says, "Respect." Alpimet again says, "Hope we have a good race in memory of Murray." Little Paul says, "Well executed." AMC says, "RIP Murray Walker." Yeah, the respect's coming in, and rightly so. So this is, as I said before, round 4 of 5. This is the penultimate round. This championship has absolutely flown by, and I'll tell you what, it is as close as these mini-series ever have been. And I'll tell you what, there are still 3 teams who can very much win this little mini-series. Zenith lead the way, and I've panned so much trying to get the league up, the standings up, and I still haven't got them up. Pan a bit more. Here we go. Zenith first, 141 points. Now don't forget the top 15 score points. However, you have to finish in the top 15. You can't DNF. DNFs will not score. So top 15 will score. Zenith lead the way, 141 points. And GFO, who haven't had the mini-series that many thought they would so far. However, they've got their big boys out today. We'll get to that shortly. GFO second, 116 points. Zenith 141, GFO 116. And DRL, who had a fantastic outing last time out, third with 90. They've gone from 5th to 4th to 3rd. And could they jump GFO with a good outing here? They're in third on 90 points. They're still in the mix to win it as well. Fourth are IRC with 62. They all have their own eyes on DRL in that third place. And TRM, who had a nightmare race last time by, 41 points. So 2 rounds to go. Like I said, top 15 all score. And at the moment, Zenith have taken the top 3 in qualifying. Simon, AMC, Rimpy. 3 new drivers for Zenith. Takes us up to 14 now in total. And TRM got some new guys out there as well. Kivictor. So have the IRC with Led John as well. And TRM Finger. Last time we saw TRM Finger, he had hit the safety car in Spa in bizarre circumstances. Safety car came out, and he's already invalidated this lap. And he managed to find the safety car and hit it. Also, have TRM changed their livery? TRM have changed their livery as well. Oh, I love that green, red and white Hungarian car. They've gone to a bit of a 2017 McLaren with the orange and black. And TRM Finger is absolutely flying out there. He's about to smash his personal best. I do like that livery. This is a track that is, I like Mexico, and I think the drivers do too. It's got a nice flow to it. You can overtake around here, a long start, finishing straight, 2 DRS zones. But this track comes as a Finger pits, so this track comes as an extra challenge of invalidations. It is a nightmare for invalidations. You've got to have that into consideration, as a Spanish just goes into second place behind Simon and Calzo, the DRL driver, into 4th place. But penalties are a big part of there's Cartel off the road there for TRM in the orange and black car. But penalties are a big factor in this race. You've got to cut down the penalties, otherwise you're in big trouble. And Anto has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in, as it looks like Cartel is trying to get back to the pits as soon as he can. Anto for IRC. So TRM already a driver down, and TRM, who are in last place with 41 points, needs to try and qualify as high as possible, and already on the back foot. But the fight between Zenith, GFO and DRL for the front is going to be intriguing. However, and DRL have got good lineups. Let's go through the lineups quickly then, as we have 10 minutes left to qualifying. GFO top at the moment with KG. Of course, GFO trying to hunt down Zenith. They've got the big boys out. KG there. Spanias, the Cypriot driver, there in 3rd place. Metsaldo as well in 6th place, and Panapap, who has had his first lap invalidated, but GFO have thrown up their big guns trying to chase Zenith down. Zenith in themselves, they've got a great lineup out as well. Simon out there, AMC, the Irishman, so France, Ireland, Finland represent, and Dutch. So a very continental European team out for the Zenith today. Jamie Wan and Rimpy, who are 2 teammates in Zenith, going out there together. DRL have Calzo already up there in the top 5. Orb King, Jamie James and Yor. That's a big lineup for the DRL boys as well. That's a team that's going to be, they're going for it. They've had a fantastic, in fact, they are the highest scorers last time out. And my word, they're going to be ones to watch. IRC, the Italian outfit, who have they got out there today? They have got Marco Shadow. A lot of new names. It's great to see, by the way. All 5 leagues using a lot of different drivers. Great to see. I think every league now has used well over 10 drivers. Dare I say over 12, which is great. Everybody wanting to get involved in this. They've got Marco Shadows, Anto, who has just rejoined. They've got Phil Federley there. And I am doing someone a misservice. There. Led John, the other IRC driver. So, and TRM, who already got Hombach Ferry out. They have Cartel, they have TRM Finger, and they have Kavictor, as we ride on board with LR Simon, who is just behind KG there at the top. But it's GFO from Zenith, as Simon invalidates. I was just saying how easy it is to do. There you go, invalidate straight away. Orb King out a lap. Let's go to DRL. Said DRL, 90 points. They've got IRC close behind them for 3rd place. However, they've got GFO just ahead of them, and DRL will be eyeing that 2nd spot and possibly more as well. F1 GFO Esports says, let's go GFO boys, and the rest, good game to all. And hello there, my good friend Dave, the greatest common esports. Thank you, my man. Alpiment says DRL for the win. Jaden says, let's go TRM. Frisky Biscuit, up the lads, let's go Zenith, let's have it. And then some Greek from GFO I can't read. AMC says struggling with traction. I can see already a lot of guys out there are struggling with traction. Orb King goes into 6th place just behind Calzo and gets out of the way while giving his teammate a good good bit of toe there. TRM Finger on a lap. There he is for TRM. Luca Elias says GFO 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Well, GFO need to outscore Zenith to make it close going into the final round, which is tomorrow night, guys. Tomorrow night, the 5th and final round at Silverstone. And what are we going to get in that one? Because I think GFO, Zenith and DRL could be very close at the top. Zenith so far have not had one DNF. They have had every car finishing the points so far, which is why they have a little lead at the top of the standings so far. However, let's hope that luck, well, in my point of view, in the Zenith point of view, let's hope that luck holds out. Let's go with Panapap. Let's ride on board on this Mexico track. Long start finish straight. DRS wide open. 205, 206 mile an hour. And then a big sharp down to the brake down to turn 1. Third gear down to turn 2. Keep it in third gear for turn 3. Up the gears very early. He wants some maximum traction coming out of turn 4 and down into turns 5 and 6. Another little chicane there. Braking, what, 70-meter board there. Again, stays in third gear, down to second with a little right-hand kink, and into this double apex hairpin. Spanias goes into third. Jamie James for 5th. Look at DRL. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th for DRL. They're in a great position here. And now through this fast sweeping turns 12, 13, 14, a beautiful sequence. Oh, and Panapap had to get out the throttle there. He's oversteer, ran him out wide again. Traction is not Panapap's friend there. As Mitsaldo goes second for GFO, and GFO are on the charge, and there goes Spanias top. It's GFO 1, 2, 3, and it's exactly what GFO needs. And can Panapap get himself there? And there they are. GFO 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is exactly, and here comes Zenith for reply. Jamie 1, 6, GFO 1, 2, 3, 4, Zenith 5, 6, 7, DRL in 8th and 9th and 10th. IRC, Anto gets himself 11th, Orb King 12th, Rimpy there in 13th place, and GFO, who have sent the big boys out to try and catch the Zenith boys, are on the march. 5 minutes 45 to go. And as I was saying before, GFO have to outscore Zenith. They've got to outscore Zenith to have any chance. And this is a warning shot, isn't it? Really, as we watch TRM Victor. Can IRC and TRM get any of their boys in the top 10? Because that is pretty much locked out, isn't it? Rimpy in the pits for Zenith. Cartel out on a lap. Or has he just finished? Times are pretty close, by the way. 1 second separating the top 12 as Anto gets himself into 12th for the IRC as he runs off the road trying to get back into the pits. A lot of cars out there right now. Simon looking to respond, but he's invalidated. Jamie Wan's coming into the pits, and AMC does pit. GFO boys are done, and I think now we just wait for the final laps. Calzo's on it. Let's have a look at Calzo then. Through the beautiful sweeping sector 2 here. Look at that. Those inch perfect from Calzo. This looks good. What's his sector 2 time? And he's 5 tenths up. This could be a big jump for DRL, and this could get Calzo right into the top 5. Locks up a little bit. No ABS, of course, and now around the final corner. This looks a good lap from Calzo. Get pedal to the metal and flat out round the last corner. Over the line and into 5th place, and DRL are nicely poised as well. Good lap there from Calzo, I've got to say. That is a very good lap, and that track is rubbering in. Here comes Jamie James for a lap. AMC out for his final run as well. 4 minutes to go of this 20-minute session to decide the grid for the 4th out of 5 races. Tomorrow we'll see the finale at Silverstone. Orb King starting a fly, so let's ride on board with Orb King. A lot of drivers in the pits now preparing for that final run, so let's see what Orb King can do. Can he get himself back into the top 10? DRL have already got 3 drivers in the top 10. Zenith have 3 in the top 10, and GFO are locking out the front 4. 2 Cypriots and 2 Greek drivers for GFO tonight. Orb King a little bit understeery there, coming out of turn 3. Into turn 4 and 5. That's the first DRS zone done, and he brakes again. Just about the 70-meter board there. On board, that's better. Nice traction coming out of turn 7. Now this double apex hairpin, that looked nice as well. Orb King now finding some grip. Now here we go for this beautiful sequence of corners. If you mess up, it's invalidation. It's literally threading through the eye of a needle, and I think Orb King's done a great job there. Oh, gave the exit curb a little bit of a wide berth there, but he's up, and that's the main thing, and that could put him into the top 10 because the times are so close. 1 second separate the top 12. Oh, and invalidated at the very end. Oh, and that is disappointing for Orb King. He will have time to go again. It's a short lap, as you can see. 1 minute 13.0. Spanias is quite a way ahead, but why? Look at this, down from KG, GFO KG in second, all the way down to 13th. Orb King is less than a second separating them. We've got some of the TRM boys out there right now. We've got Kvictor and Finger out there as well, and Led John out for IRC. Making the most of a bit of clear track out there, aren't they? Anto out there for IRC. Beautiful black and purple livery. I do like IRC's livery. Beautiful shade of black and purple. F1 GFO Esports say in the comments, we need this and the next final round to have a lot of suspense. All groups are very competitive, and it really is. And you can see by the times on your screen, everybody is competitive right now. JFO, they're right. They do need this. AMCF says, struggling to get my car in the right place. 8th at the moment. This is a tricky track to hook up, and Lejon will already have his lap invalidated, and so is Finger. These guys at the back are struggling to get a lap in, aren't they? What about Marco? Marco is on a flyer in the other IRC car. So can IRC get themselves up there? Of course, they at the moment are 4th place in the mini-series. They'll have their eyes on DRL. They're not too far ahead. They could get a 3rd place. Of course, TRM need a big bounce back today after they had that complete disaster in the last round. I think just a 1 point score, in fact. 2 rounds to go and still a lot of points. Frisky Biscuit says these liveries are ace. They certainly are. I do love these liveries. Black and purple for the IRC. TRM have gone to orange and black, and I tell you what, I do like that as well. I did like the green, red and white cars. DRL are red and black. And of course GFO, blue and white for the Greek colours, with a bit of gold there for the Cypriots as well. And of course Zenith are black and gold, or gold and black. Marco goes 11th, and that was a good lap there by Marco. IRC now 11th, 12th and 13th place, and the times are getting closer. 1.1 separates the top 14. Simon on the flyer for Zenith, and he's up. Now he needs to get himself, AMC, and I've missed it, and I'm sorry to AMC, one of our own drivers, but AMC into 3rd place, so he has got in that GFO crew. Spanias, Panapap and Mitsaldo all on laps. Calzo also on lap right now, and Kvictor goes up into 11th place, and AMC's done for the session. 15 seconds to go. Can Simon get himself in there as well? No, he invalidates. Can he get himself round for the lap? Spanias starts his lap and goes fastest. He improves his time, and surely that's going to be a GFO pole position. As a blinking, looks like a blinking AMC there. Panapap 2nd, Kitsor KG in 3rd, AMC. Zenith do have themselves in 4th. Mitsaldo is on lap as we speak. Simon, I think, can go again. He is on a lap. What about Jamie 1? He's on lap as well. It's crunch time. Checkered flag is out. Anto's the only man, and Orb King 15th. He'll be disappointed with that. He definitely had more speed in that car. What can Calzo do? Can he get DRL in the top 5? As it stands, GFO 1, 2, 3, then Zenith, then GFO. Simon! It's Fifaldi! IRC! Get themselves in the top 10, 8th place. IRC can get themselves in there. Good lap there as well. Oh, and Calzo invalidates. Simon, he's got a bit of traffic ahead of him now. On board with the French driver. As KG goes fastest, just ahead of Spanias. They are locking out that front 3, and Simon just making sure it doesn't run too wide. Checkered flag out. Jamie James 10th place for DRL. It's mighty, mighty close between the leagues yet again. Marco and Anto done. Simon pits. Jamie 1 on a lap, so it's going to be, looks like, a 1, 2, 3 for GFO, but Zenith are in place. DRL have also got drivers in 6th, 10 and 11 and 16th. IRC as it stands at 8th, 13th, 15th and 19th. And Jamie 1's going to pick up a little bit of toe there, so here come the final few runners now, and Jamie 1 stays where he is in 9th. TRM Finger on a lap. Yes, he is, but according to that sector time, he is way, way down. So Lejon pits, so we're just waiting for TRM Finger, who I think, by the look of it, is done. And that is your qualifying. AMC says big slide cost him P2. Well, the race is what matters. Penalties are going to play a big part in this race. Keeping it clean and finishing. Don't forget, top 15 score points. However, you've got to finish. And in the end, basically, just 1.3 separating the top 16 is mighty, mighty impressive. Third, all the way down to 17th for separated by a second. Some great times in there. Mighty close yet again in qualifying. That set us up beautifully for what should be another cracking race. So let's quickly go through the standings, as that is qualifying done. So Zenith atop, 141 points. GFO second, 116. DRL third, 90. IRC fourth, 62. TRM fifth, 41. However, and as you can see on your screens, GFO have locked out the top three in qualifying. However, Zenith are fourth. Mitsaldo for GFO. The other GFO car is fifth. My word, GFO locking out the top five. Calzo for DRL. Great effort there by Calzo, the Scottish driver. Sixth place. And DRL have their eyes on challenging, also being in the mix for the final round for the championship. Zenith in seventh with Simon. IRC, they're eighth with Phil Fideli. Jamie 1, ninth. Jamie James in 10th. Your 11th. DRL nicely placed as well, aren't they? TRM Victor, they're in 12th place. TRM, we're looking for points. Looking for a bounce-back race after what was a bad race from last time out. They don't want to be at the bottom, and they will try and fight IRC. And DRL as well. All the positions are all to play for. And it looks like beautiful skies, blue skies. A little bit of cloud, but that is... rain is the last thing you want around a high-speed circuit like this in Mexico. As we wait for the drivers to choose their tyres, especially the ones outside the top 10. Everybody in the top 10 will start on the soft tyres. What will everyone else outside? The tyre wear, not a big issue around here. It is quite a long pit lane as well. Should one stop comfortably? Well, actually, the guys on softs be making a pretty early stop, I imagine. So, just wait for everyone to load up their setups. The fans look happy, clapping away. What are they doing? All clapping in sync. What music they got on? Whoa! Yeah, love it. I'll add a few tequilas. Looking happy. Rimpy's got a Finnish flag up there. Bit of Finland support for Rimpy. 7 seconds. Here we go. And the formation lap will begin. And round 4 out of 5 here in Mexico in the Zenith F1 Esports mini series will be underway. We are ready. There's a flipping heck. I thought there was no formation lap then. I thought I'd been caught off guard. Let's go to the tyres then. And let's see who's doing what. I don't want that view. Why are we? There we go. There we go. So, KG1, Spanias 2, GFO with Panapap in 3rd, Greece, Cypriot, AMC, the Irishman in 4th, all on soft tyres. Mitsaldo has gone for soft, the top 10 are all on soft end. DRL, Calzo in 6th, Zenith, Simon there in 7th, IRC, Phil Fedley in 8th, Jamie 1, 9th in Zenith, Jamie James then in DRL 10th, and then for DRL has gone for the medium tyres. TRM Kvitko has, for the Hungarian outfit, have gone for soft, so he's going to try and get some overtaking done at the start. Marco Chadoz has gone for mediums. IRC, Rimpy Zenith has gone mediums. Anto IRC mediums as well. Orb King for DRL's gone hard, so he's going long in the first stint. TRM Cartel and TRM Finger also soft tyres, so the Hungarian boys are stuck on some soft tyres. They're going to try and get the overtaking done and get themselves up the field. They've got nothing to lose, TRM. They're at the last at the moment in the standings. They want to try and catch IRC. Looks like Lejon has gone for the medium tyres, and TRL Humbach Ferry has gone for the medium tyres as well. As Spanias rounds comes out the stadium section and rounds the last corner and will line up on the grid. This should be a cracker. We have had 3 fantastic rounds so far. Zenith lead the way with 141 points from GFO 116, DRL 90, IRC 62, TRM 41. Can GFO get themselves in that mix, and DRL for that matter, for their final round tomorrow in Silverstone? And that's not a good start because Panapap has left the session. Third place man Panapap has left the session, and it's not the start that GFO wanted. As he wait for the cars to line up, here come the rear gunners now. TRM boys and IRC are in place, and the lights are on. 3, 4, 5 lights, and round 4 from Mexico is go! For Panapap. Oh no, looks like Panapap's glitched out the session. And now everyone goes. So now we have a race start. So Panapap has sadly caused a little bit of chaos at the start. He's away and gone. And I imagine he's got a massive penalty to boot, but can they all get through? Down to turn 1. Here comes KG. And in fact, that's AMC trying to be with the GFO boys now. And he's made the place. So AMC is up there. Yes, into third place. Where's Panapap? Panapap's halfway up the road. Surely he's going to have to wait for everybody else. But it looks like everyone's got through safely. Orb King and Yor have lost places for DRL. Bad news for them. And Jamie James, what a start by him. He's fighting with the IRC boys of Philadelphia at the moment. Jamie James has the inside line for the double apex hairpin. Simon's lost places. Rimpy also is up 4. Zenith have not had a good start. Apart from AMC, I'm hoping Panapap will sort of wait and come back to the pack, or have some sort of penalty. So AMC into thirds. Calzo, what a start for the DRL. Calzo up to 5th, and Jamie James up 3 to 7th. Simon's down 1. Rimpy up 4 and Jamie 1 down 2. So Zenith haven't started well. And look at the 2 TRMs at the moment, and that's a fight there between the 2 IRC boys. Anto getting past Marco. And still they're about to go. They're on the medium tyres, of course. Right, so here they're side by side. Oh, and TRM Cartel in the pits as the ARC boys still side by side. On board of Anto, who has let Marco go. That's for the final points playing position. And Jamie James passes Mitsaldo. So GFO, who had locked out the front 5, now have another driver in 7th place. Let's go to the tyres. Of course, all these boys on the soft tyres as it stands. Panapap, and I don't know what's happening with Panapap. Of course, he got away 4 seconds before everyone else. I don't think that's very fair. AMC nicely in that mix. Zenith, to hold that lead at the front of the championship, need to score all their drivers. All Zenith drivers have scored points so far. No DNFs and nothing but points, which has gone to the top. But GFO, who usually are bulletproof, have floundered a little bit, and that in the background looks like Simon was getting past IRC, and he has. So Simon up to 8th place, and now behind Mitsaldo. Tightly poised already, isn't it? Panapap fastest lap. However, he and his game. So something's been done about it. Jamie James fastest lap, great lap there, and DRL as Spanias is lining up AMC. But Panapap surely is going to have some time removed, and we've got a crash, and it's Cartel has crashed in the middle sector and is struggling. Panapap can't get past AMC, and Simon gets past Mitsaldo, and that's an important move in terms of the front of the championship. It looks like Yor and the IRC on LeJohn fighting. LeJohn holds his position. Oh, Yor struggling with connection, I think there. Looks like he's lagging a little bit, but Panapap surely going to have some time removed for that jump start. We're going to have to discuss what's going to happen to Panapap, because he hasn't backed off and he hasn't let everyone catch him up. So Panapap racing was normal. He can't keep that 4 seconds. AMC under some serious pressure. Look at Calzo, look at Jamie James. What a great race they're having. DRL have got their eyes firmly on GFO in 2nd place, and Marco for IRC picks up a penalty. He's currently in 14th in one of the final points paying positions. IRC currently have 3 drivers in the points, and 1 just outside in 16th. AMC coming under some serious pressure. The Irishman's coming under some serious pressure here. Gaspanias is all over the back. And I'll tell you what, AMC does not have DRS. Spanias does, on board with the Cypriot driver, and past he goes. And can Calzo cash in here as well? He can get closer, but he can't get close enough. And Jamie passes Rimpy. That looked tactical. And, oh, here comes TRM Finger, and Finger gets through and nearly made a double move. Opportunistic move there by the Hungarian driver and the Finnish driver. Rimpy down the 12. Rimpy's going to try and fight him back in, but he's got no DRS. And Finger's going to get through, and Victor could get through. Oh, no, one of the IRC boys is off. That's LeJohn. Oh, IRC struggling. He looks like he may have come together with... Oh, and Victor has got through. So the medium tyres are giving Rimpy pain at the moment. However, he is the highest placed medium runner. Spanias is trying to get out of the DRS, but now look, Finger and Victor absolutely flying, aren't they? And they have catching the back of Jamie 1. Jamie 1 needs to... Well, back there, isn't it? Jamie 1 getting away. It's okay. We've got a great battle here. Look at this. Second. Panapap is under investigation for jumping the start by about 3 seconds. But KG leads from Spanias, fastest lap. Penalty is coming in again for Humbach Ferry at the back, and look at that as Simon's pitting. Now is that for a new front wing? This is early. Now his front wing's intact. He's putting the medium tyres on, and I think Simon is dedicated to a two-stopper. So Simon getting out the different strategy, and Jamie under pressure by Victor, who's got Finger right behind him as well. So, meanwhile, at the front, Calzo's got the fourth! The DRL boys are flying through! And Calzo now right behind the two GFO boys. I tell you what, in terms of Zenith, don't mind that. I don't mind the DRL boys getting in amongst Zenith. I tell you what, the front three in the mini-series standings are all going at it. Panapap under investigation at the front. He jumped the start by 3 seconds, and KG, and Mitsaldo's got a penalty! Oh, and he's got 1.8 behind Jamie James. By the way, Simon came out behind LeJohn with some clear track. He's got fresh mediums on, so I wonder if he'll go medium to the end. Of course, a safety car could really help him as well. Those safety cars are tough to come by in Mexico. Despite the close nature of the walls to the track, it's quite open, quite a lot of runoff. And now, what can Calzo do about Spanias? Now, Spanias is in KG's DRS. May have an AMC now 5th place with no DRS, and Jamie James may have a look at the Irishman here. He's getting closer and closer to the back of the rear wing and down the inside to turn 1, and Jamie James makes a DRS move, or can he? AMC will have the inside back. It's good racing here. That's clean. That's good, clean racing. Who got the second bout of DRS? It's Jamie James, and AMC won't have much opportunity to do much about that. And DRL are now 4th and 5th. So it's GFO 1, 2, 3. DRL 4 and 5. Zenith 6th. Mitsaldo 7th with a penalty. IRC 8th. Zenith 9th. Then it's the TRM boys of Victor and Finger, and Rimpy's recatch them. His mediums now starting to come in. He's got IRC right behind him as well, of Marco, who has got a penalty, and Victor now picks up a penalty. Penalties are going to play a factor. No doubt about it. Talking of penalties, we're not sure what's going to happen yet to Panapap, who did jump the start. Well, sure, jumped the start by about 3 seconds. TRM humble, and I think that's all the TRM boys have a penalty. No, Finger not yet. Yellow flags out. Oh no! Simon is out! Safety car! Simon is out! My hands are on my head because that is huge! Oh my word! And the leaders, that is the first Zenith retirement. Oh, drive-through penalty for LeJohn. That's the first Zenith retirement in the mini-series, and it couldn't come at a worse time. He lost it in the S's, and I was just saying how safety cars are such a rarity around this track. Simon has gone out to prove me wrong, and that is bad. Well, that's bad news for Zenith, who lead it with GFO in the front three, and the highest placed Zenith driver now 6th, 9th, and 14th. Rimpy managed to get a pit stop in under the safety car. F1 GFO Esports says Panapap back off and give the position back to two of the drivers behind. I think that's fair. I think if Panapap did drop behind KG and Spanias, that would even it out. Because Panapap did start third. And I think that would be fair if Panapap... I know the safety car will wipe it out. But for the integrity of the series, I think Panapap should drop behind KG and Spanias. Right, here come the front runners now into the pits. My word. Simon retirement. Zenith. Can't be biased, but it's not good news. Not good news for this. Right, any queuers? Calzo into his pit. AMC pits. Are we going to get any drivers queuing? We'll look. Okay. What's going on there? Jamie Wan, the tyres. Yeah, he's had to queue. Will Rimpy benefit? Rimpy's put on a set of softs, by the way. He's going to look interesting, isn't he? So, looks like we're back out in order. So, Panapap from KG, from Spanias, and Calzo right behind him. Look at that. TRM, Humpel Backferry, up in 5th place. He's not pitted, and why not? He only has a set of mediums on it. He's got nothing to lose. AMC out in 6th place, Pitsaldo in 7th. Jamie James 8th. It looks like he's had to queue. He's lost a bit of time there, Jamie James. Kavictor 9th for TRM. JB1 10th with Rimpy 11th. Now it's Rimpy on the soft tyres. IRC, the highest IRC car there is Marco in 12th place. TRM Finger in 13th. TRM do have 3 cars now in the points. Avdu, IRC, DRM just have a 2 car in the points because Your and Orb King are currently out the points. And a nice reset. Of course, Panapap, if you're going to give the 2 positions back to KG and Spanias, don't do it under the safety car. Frisky Biscuit says, what happened? Well, Simon lost it around this part of the track. About to see the cars going through this fast sweeping left-right-hander. Simon has run out of traction. He was in a fresh set of mediums as well. Lost it here. And like I said, that's the first Zenith retirement of the mini-series, and it puts Zenith on the back foot. However, for the neutrals, it plays GFO right into contention. Oh boy. Long way to go. Long way to go. And Mitsuo does have a penalty. DRL can really also play themselves into contention for the final round as well. DRL, Calzo in 4th, Jamie James 8th. We know Your and Orb King got some good speed as well. If DRL can get all 4 cars in the points, they can very much have a say in the title decider tomorrow night at Silverstone. No doubt about it. Oh, that's good. F1 GFO Esports says after the safety car goes in, Panapap will give the 2 positions back. That's good sportsman from GFO, and well done from Panapap. That's what we like to see. That's great sportsmanship. Panapap did start 3rd. His car took off about 4 seconds before everybody else. And I'm glad to see Panapap will retain, or will reshuffle himself back into 3rd place. Calzo will be looking for any opportunity to pounce. This is an interesting one. Didn't qualify, didn't put a lap in qualifying. TRM Humble Backferry. That's a great name. Humbackferry. That's a great name, if I'm saying it right. Is that Hungarian? Obviously it is Hungarian, but is that a Hungarian name? Humbackferry. I like it. Hungarians have got good names. Baumgartner. Remember Zoltan? Is it Zoltan Baumgartner? He was a Hungarian driver in F1. Well, who was the other one? Hungary had 2 drivers in F1. Baumgartner. Oh, I'm going to have to Google it. It's going to bug me. Anyone know in the comments? Any Hungarians watching? Who've been your F1 drivers? Safety car coming in this lap, and I have to Google this. It's going to bug me. Zoltan Baumgartner. I swear there was one more Hungarian driver. Someone in the comments will let me know. Here we go then. We're gonna have oh, your 5-second penalty. Panapap really backing him up here, and the guys are going to be careful. Panapap really backing the pack up. Look at them, they managed to behave. Yours got a 5-second penalty for collision under the safety car. He's out the points in 16th as Panapap gets us back underway. Now where will he let KG and Spanias go? They've got a good jump. As someone's pitted under the safety car. We've had TRM. Why is Hunt back? Oh, and AMC's pitting. Oh, Zenith's race goes from bad to worse. AMC pits And Zenith have got 2 cars outside the top 10. And I wonder if Humpback Ferry and AMC have come together. Calzo's got a penalty. Spanias trying to get some heat into those medium tyres. My word, it's going from bad to worse for Zenith. And looks like Jamie James trying to get past Mitsauda there for DRL. GFO and DRL are set to capitalise. Frisky says Zolt Baumgartner was the only one. Yeah, I think he was thinking about it. Right, Jamie James all at the back of Mitsauda. I tell you what, in terms of Zenith, need Jamie James and everybody else to get in those GFO boys. Panapat will be looking for a way to get the other 2 through, but Calzo's going with Spanias. Calzo's got some mighty speed. Rimpey should as well on the soft tyres. I imagine they all have to stop again, pushing those mediums for a good, well, 20, nearly 30 laps. Well, 26 odd laps, 25 laps. That's tough going. Calzo maybe lining up a move here as Orbking gets past Yor. Now DRL have 4 cars in the points. Cartel picks a penalty. He's 16th for TRM. And nothing doing for Calzo. He can't quite get through. Can Jamie James get through? The answer is no. Can Rimpey get past Kavictor on his soft tyres? Yes, he can. Rimpey, the lead Zenith driver. Jamie Wan also in 9th, but as it looks like Fingers going backwards. Fingers fighting with Faveldi there. TRM versus IRC, Italy versus Hungary. Also the 2 DRL boys of Yor and Orbking swapping positions, and it's not done yet. Orbking, dives down the inside. And he's made a mistake. A little bit of contact there with the IRC driver, and he may lose out here to Anto, and does. And Yor running out wide. Then you got caught out. We've got DRL versus IRC versus TRM here. Humpback Ferry and IMC need another safety car, as Panapap has let KG go. And now he's got to try and let Spanias go without that Calzo there. What a race by Calzo. DRL have got eyes on a victory here, let alone a podium. Calzo has got a penalty. GFO have not got any penalty except for Mitsaldo. And Calzo is going to have a look at Spanias here. Humpback Ferry picks another penalty. Here we go, Calzo on the inside. Well, Panapap can't get the position, but now, because Calzo is into 3rd place down the inside of turn 1, and DRL, who picked up their first podium last time out, are on for another here. GFO won't fight him too hard. They know he's got a penalty. Jamie James looking to get involved. He's now catching Mitsaldo, and Rimpey's now catching Jamie James. From watching Rimpey and Zenith, he doesn't pick up too many penalties. And we've got another one off. He's retired in the pits. Humpback Ferry's retired in the pits. Then there were 18. No safety car this time by Calzo, right behind the back of Panapap. Spanias, Mitsaldo, GFO have still got the front top 5 locked out. That's exactly where they need to be to challenge Zenith going into the final race. And Zenith only have 2 cars in the points. However, Mitsaldo, another penalty. That's 6 seconds, and that will drop him right down the order as it stands. IRC, by the way, 10th, 11th and 12th, doing a great job. However, their penalties now stacking up, and Jamie James all over the back of Mitsaldo on board with the Englishman. For DRL, we could have some moves lined up. The fight for the victory, the fight for the podiums and the top end of the points. So tightly mess that up. So tightly contested is what I want to say. DRS train here, and Jamie James does get through inside. Can he make it stick? The answer is yes. And DRL are 3rd and 5th. And they are getting, and Jamie James doesn't have penalties. Yor passes Orbking. That's for the final tail end of the points. Rimpey did a good job there in 7th place. However, he's under a bit of pressure there from Kavictor. TRM looking to strike here. And TRM, and Finger gets past Yor as well. And Cartel gets past Yor. Oh no, the DRL boys have collided. Oh my word. The 2 DRL boys of Yor and Orbking, it looks like they've come together. Front wing damage for Orr. Oh no, Calzo 6 seconds at penalty. Front wing damage for Orbking. Oh no, and it gifts TRM, who now have 3 drivers in the points. TRM and IRC are in a tough battle in the standings as well. As it stands, that's going to be pretty close as it stands. TRL 3rd and 5th, but they're going to have 2 guys pitting in and 2 guys dropping out the points. Back at the front. GFO 1-2, but Calzo who does have 6 seconds of penalties. So does Mitsaldo. Rimpe's picked up 3. I've really jinxed that. Rimpe's picked up 3 seconds. Kvictor and Jamie Wan side by side. And Jamie Wan trying to get through on the Hungarian driver. Kvictor just trying to squeeze in, but then gives in the room. Jamie Wan down the inside. Can he make it stick on board with Kvictor? Now with Jamie Wan, good racing. Good racing between Kvictor and Jamie Wan, and Kvictor holds the position. Jamie Wan has no penalties. That could be crucial for Jamie Wan. As your pits, Orb King didn't pit, interestingly enough. So Orb King has stayed out there. AMC does pick up another position, and Cartel picks a position past his teammate. There they are. TRM boys fighting wheel to wheel now. Cartel and Finger still wheel to wheel. They'll want to try and help each other really and get amongst the IRC boys just ahead of him. At the front, it's still nose tails in the front 4 on board with Calzo in the DRL car. DRL about to score well, but they need Orb King and you're up there as well if they want to fight for the title going into the last round. However, this should help their buffer between them and IRC for 3rd place. GFO nicely set, no penalties for Panapap, for Spanias or for KG either. It's looking nice, and look, Panapap now trying to get passed through on KG. Proper Spanias just dropping back a little bit, and now out the DRS zone. Jamie James is also dropping back. The pace at the front is mighty, and that's Fifeldi passing his IRC teammate, and Marco getting very close to the back of his IRC compatriot there. Anto just 2.8 behind. Kvictor still fighting in a Zenith sandwich. Orb King is going to carry on with that front wing damage, isn't he? I'm sure he has got front wing. I swear, yeah, he has got end plate damage there. Double end plate damage. So Orb King will be understeering everywhere, and that may bring AMC into a final point. Every point will count. AMC has no penalty either. That could bring AMC into it. Right, back at the front. Lap 15 done. We're just about halfway there. KG leads from Panapap, GFO 1-2, but Calzo is right in the mix, trying to get himself up there. The penalties are going to hinder him though. However, he'll be doing a job. He'll try and hold up Spanias and see if Jamie James can get to the back of Spanias. Yellow flags, and that I think is AMC. No, it wasn't. Sorry, AMC. It was Lejon. And people are struggling in that middle sector. The quick, fast left, right-handers. They really are. So the IRC driver has become another victim. And look at the lead at the front. GFO, DRL, GFO, DRL. Jamie James still losing time. Spanias has caught this battle again. Spanias has come back to the front 3. Jamie James as your penalty, and Kvictor passing Rimpey. Great helicopter shot, and Kvictor gets through. And I wonder if Rimpey's tyres are just have maybe seen their best now. 8 laps on the softs, he could probably medium now to the end of the race. He may let Jamie Wan go now as well. Of course, Jamie Wan and Rimpey are teammates in Zenith for the Racing Point. Both having a good season so far. Jamie Wan picking up his first Zenith podium in over a season, last time out as well, as Lejon pits for IRC. So they're relying on a safety car. Rimpey will maybe pit this lap. He's dropping time to Kvictor. Finger now gets a penalty. They're racking up, aren't they? AMC is caught, and Rimpey does pit. Oof. Just gets it slowed down in time, and Calzo's been passed by Spanias, and the Greek, Cypriot driver gets through on the inside. And it's a GFO 1, 2, 3. This is the last thing Zenith need. However, this is a dream scenario for GFO. Rimpey rejoins, looks like 14th place. AMC right behind the back of Orb King. Phil Fideli picks up another penalty. The IRC boys are now 9th, 10th, 11th place. Calzo right behind the back of Spanias. GFO, and I wonder if Spanias will act as a rear gunner now for the front 2 and just keep Calzo at bay. Jamie James now 3.1 behind, but having a good outing. Mitsaldo's got 6 seconds. Let's go back to the penalties. Oh, 9 seconds, Mitsaldo. 9 seconds for Kvictor. That's going to help Jamie Wan out massively. That should put him into the net 6th place. Fefeldi's got 9 seconds. Anto hasn't got any. Cartel picks up 12. That's going to help Rimpey and AMC out. They should jump some places as well. I said in qualifying that penalties are going to play a big factor in this race. However, the Greek boys at the front have not picked up any. And they are on for a huge haul of points. And I tell you what, GFO and Zenith are going to be close going into the final round. And I've got a feeling GFO may just be out in front. Whew. So what does Calzo do here? He's got to get in those GFO, but he's got to try and get back at his Spanias, and as Marco picks another penalty. He must keep the penalty screen on now because they're all on medium tyres. As J1 gets past Kavictor down the inside. Good move there from JB1. Zenith need that. JB1 having a very good outing here. Now 3 seconds behind Mitsaldo. Kavictor keeping him honest though, isn't he? Right behind him, on board with the Hungarian driver. This is such a tough sequence of track. We saw Simon Bennett there, we saw Humble Backfair Bennett there as well, and many drivers picking up penalties around there. You have got to thread the eye of the needle. Bad news for AMC, he's got to stop again. I've just seen he's on softs, of course, 7 lap old softs, so he's going to stop again. They are catching Mitsaldo, these two. Kavictor keeping up nicely through this beautiful stadium section, under the bridge and out through the final turn. Calzo managing to keep up behind Spanias. Here we go, and Panapap is giving Spanias a nice bit of DRS. I just feel that GFO have got this under control. Jamie James now 4 seconds back, lapping comfortably from Mitsaldo. Mitsaldo is being caught by JB1 and Kavictor. TRM having a nice race, and a nice bounce back race as well after a disaster last time out. They're going to pick up some nice points here, and for their fight with IRC, Kavictor will have a go here. No, JB1 sees it off, ducks to the inside, and AMC does pit for possibly a new set. It'll be mediums. Question is, how far will these medium tyres go? Has everyone still got to stop again? Rimpey may not. Yours got hard tyres on. Here comes AMC. He's got a fresh set of mediums going to the end. But will these guys get their mediums to the end? I'm not sure they will. I really don't. Yellow flag. And it's Yor who spun the last corner. What a nightmare for Yor. And I had quite high hopes for Yor. And DRL, and currently out to points and struggling finger. 12 seconds for him. My word, TRM could be forced out of some points here with penalties as it stands. Calzo again, and in fact Spanias now passing Panapap. Well, Panapap has found himself now in 3rd place. KG looks like he's clocking out front, isn't it? So Calzo's got the 6 seconds. He's right behind the back of Panapap. Panapap hasn't got DRS. Could Calzo find a way through here? He's just too far behind. Spanias locking up in front. I think they've caught a back marker. That should ghost nicely. Kavictor is not letting JB1 go, and they are still catching Mitsaldo. Jamie 1 would get Mitsaldo and possibly would get Calzo as well. That would be a tough one. Anto is going to benefit massively, but Anto could get a top 7 as it stands. There is the IRC driver. They're a bit spaced out. They're having a nice race, IRC. 9th, 10th, 11th and 18th. Nicely separated, just getting on with their own job, just getting on what they've got to do. Finger's got 12 seconds of Cartel, who are about to go nose to tail with the Hungarian drivers yet again. So Cartel now fighting his way back up. Rimpey 4 seconds back on a fresh set of mediums. He'll be flying right now. And Jamie James passes Calzo because Calzo pits right, so they are going to stop again. Fresh set of mediums for Calzo. So this is interesting. So Calzo pits, and can he get an undercut? Oh, we got yellow flags, last corner again, and it's Cartel now off in the final sector. Has he hit the pit wall coming in, Cartel? Well, he was on his own. He was fighting his own teammate, but he wasn't that close behind. Oh, and it's all going wrong for Cartel, but they are stopping again. And can Calzo get any sort of undercut on the Greek drivers? And will the Greek boys respond? This might play. Oh, AMC penalty. Of course, he's stopped again for a fresh set of mediums. He needs a safety car. Cartel is in. So Calzo pulled the trigger. Kvictor, another penalty. My word, they are racking up. Right, here are the three Greek drivers. What are they going to do? Are they going to pit together? KG doesn't. Spanias does. So Spanias is the one who's been chosen to try and fend off Calzo. Jamie James is going to go on. What about Mitsaldo? Mitsaldo goes on. Calzo getting his way through traffic already. Look, he's flying up through. Cartel penalty. Jamie Wan goes on. Spanias is going to come out, I think, ahead. Here we go. On board with the Greek driver. Sorry, Cypriot driver. And I think he has done enough. Where is Calzo? Calzo's there. There comes Spanias. And Spanias will keep the position then. However, Calzo is close. Jamie James now in third place for DRL. Kvictor there in sixth place for the Hungarian. IRC now 7th and 8th. And Spanias right behind. This is for position. So Spanias now in traffic. He goes down the inside. He's got DRS. Yellow flags. Oh, and Cartel's out. And virtual safety car. Oh! Well done. Spanias just got backed off in time. So Cartel and TRM. Cartel spun it on the exit. Yeah, Cartel spun it coming out of here on board with Kvictor. And this is where he's lost it. He's probably gotten the curbs. Easily done. And yet again, Sector 2 claims a victim. Now, will they pit under the virtual? This is a massive opportunity. Panapat, they go on. Surely if you're going to pit, now is your time. Will Jamie James come in? Yes! Jamie James does pit. I imagine Mitsaldo will follow suit. Yes, he does. I'm so surprised that the front two... Yeah, Jamie Wan pits. The virtual's still out. And I think the front two could massively lose out here. Kvictor pits. Yeah, they're all coming in now. And the virtual's still out there. This is massively benefiting the front boys. Jamie James will be third. I don't think Spanias will gain much here. Well, they do pass him by. Now the safety car's in, but that was a free pit stop for Jamie James, who's got himself right back into contention. But it's the front two as Spanias now gets past Marco. Calzo can't follow through. Jamie 1, 10th, Rimpy 11th for Zenith, AMC 15th. My word, Zenith have only got one car in the top 10. They're going to lose their lead as it stands, as through goes Calzo. So Spanias, I would reckon now, will be the net lead of the race. Kvictor getting past Rimpy. So Kvictor on soft tyres. Mitsaldo on soft. Now that's a big ask for these soft tyres to go 13 laps. Calzo, another penalty. Jamie James passing Anto. Anto's not pitted yet. When will the front boys pit? They go on. Sorry, they haven't got... Yeah, they have gone on. So Spanias, Jamie... Oh, Jamie Wan penalty. Oh, Zenith are going to lose the lead. As Alpsmut, as I'm about to point out, and Alpsmut points out, yes, it's going to be soft, medium, soft for the front two. They're going to have a beautiful mix of strategies here. If only as Jamie James getting past Marco, who pits. But if only all the 50% races were two stoppers like this. Do love a good two-stop race for strategy. JB1 moves up to 8. TRM Kvictor 9th. Finger, who has got to stop again, is there in 10th. Another safety car would really spice things up, wouldn't it? And surely they'll all be in for soft tyres. They haven't got any fresh ones left. JB1 and Kvictor side by side. Kvictor runs out wide. JB1 trying to get back through. He hasn't got DRS, and there is Finger on the Hungarian boys mugging the Dutch driver. Oh, JB1 going back on the inside. Where are they going to emerge? JB1 got out of it. And TRM have just mugged the Zenith driver, though Jamie 1 comes back down the inside and gets through. Brilliant move by Jamie 1. Back into 9th place. That was fantastic overtaking there. Great action between TRM and Zenith. Again, respectful, fair racing, what we love to see. Oh, round goes Finger! In the wall! How did he keep that running? How on earth is he still in the race? Wow! Big spin in the middle sector. TRM Finger is lucky to still be in the race. My word, that was a huge spin. The car completely washed away, so much understeer. Anto Pitts. And Jamie James is being passed by Mitsaudo because Mitsaudo on soft tyres. I wonder if Mitsaudo, those softs will go off, and Jamie James, who hasn't got a penalty yet, will know that. Rimpey, another penalty, that's unlike him. Jamie James, I can tell you from also watching him race in ZF, is very, very good with his penalties. And this is exactly what GFO need. They are on to lead the standings and by some as it stands. AMC has got himself in the points, so Zenith 8th, 10th and 14th. It's Saldo there, so his softs are surely going to go off. They're not getting 10 more. Panapat Pitts, right, soft tyres coming. And then we're going to see some mighty lap times. So KG goes on, Spanias will pass him. Of course, Spanias took advantage of the virtual safety car pits. Now will Calzo jump him? And does. And can Jamie James get through? Now Jamie James has no penalty. He'll want to get past. Oh, I tell you what, Mitsaudo and Panapat side by side. And Mitsaudo round there. Oh, he's fighting him. No, and then he backs off. I thought so. And Jamie James gets through. Oh, that didn't work for Mitsaudo. Can Mitsaudo get him back? The answer is yes. Jamie James doesn't have the straight line speed. Jamie James wanted Panapat then, didn't he? He knows that with no penalties, he's fighting Panapat for position. AMC up to 13th, passing Orb King, who pits. 10 laps to go. Yeah, Mitsaudo may hold on those soft tyres then Victor, but they're not going to be much use at the end. Yellow flag, sector 3. Oh, we've got Spinner, and it's Finger again. Finger again off the road. Mitsaudo, another penalty. Oh, and he's got again. Round he goes. He's got no traction. He has got no traction, and they're a brand new set of soft tyres that he is destroying out there. And Finger entertaining the crowd. KG out the pits, and Spanias on his medium tyres leads the race. Now Calzo gets through, and I'll tell you what, Calzo will have no intention of letting these guys past whatsoever. And I've got a feeling Finger is heading for the chop. 5-second penalty for Felny, gets past Jamie Wan. Of course, soft tyres. Jamie Wan won't be too worried yet. He'll know that the mediums will come back to him, but however, he's got to keep in range of these soft tyre runners. Jamie James still right behind Mitsaudo, and Mitsaudo with a ton of penalties. Jamie James will take that position on penalties. And here's Calzo. And like I said, Calzo will have no intention of letting the Greek boys through. Despite the penalties, yellow flag, and Finger is indeed out. And surprise, surprise, it's in the middle sector. And safety car, there it is. Late safety car. And that is terrible news for the boys with penalties. Spanias will surely be on a fresh set of softs, as will Calzo. Who's going to do what? So second safety car. And now strategy is going to be key, because it is track position is everything. It is a lot, but round here you can easily overtake. Calzo does pit. Anybody else going to follow suit? Calzo, the only one. Oh, Calzo will not be enjoying this. Jamie James pits, of course, soft tyres. I can see Victor putting a fresh set of softs on. Jamie Wan goes on. Rimpey pits. Oh. Okay, so Jamie Wan is going to be under a lot of attack from the soft runners come the end of this race, isn't he? So Spanias, so GFO are fine. They're relaxed. They've just made their pit stop. That safety car doesn't phase and will throw them off whatsoever. That will help Mitsaudo out on his soft tyres. I'll tell you what, that's a gift for Mitsaudo. However, the amount of penalties he's got may not work for him. As a refresh, so AMC will get a reprieve. Yor will get a reprieve. And TRM are set to only have one driver score a point. Oh, it's not been a good 2 races. Hungary was a disaster in their home track, and now Mexico has not gone their way, but hopefully Silver so they can end on a high tomorrow night. The final round, and as it stands, it's going to be GFO versus Zenith for the title, and GFO would lead the standings coming out of this race. They sent their big boys out, and they are delivering. Although Matt Saldo has got 9, so it's pretty much everyone soft except Jamie Wan. Jamie Wan going on the medium tyres. He's got to hold position, and he has got some fast drivers behind him. Calzo, Jamie James. He's going to have a lot of laps to hold on as well. So penalties are going to go along to deciding this. As it stands, it's 15 seconds, but Saldo. So Jamie Wan would benefit from there. Calzo 9 seconds. Jamie James is on for a 4th place. Rimpey's got 6, so Rimpey would jump the 2 guys ahead of him. Possibly Calzo, possibly Metsaldo as it stands. Marco's got 12, which means everyone behind him would jump up some positions as well. And we're probably going to get 6 laps. Possibly 5. That's a long time for Jamie Wan to hold in those medium tyres, I'll tell you that. We're in for an interesting finish. GFO are set to lead the standings. They're about to take it. Well, are they? 25? Yes, they are. Close. I tell you what, it's going to be mighty close between ZF and GFO going to the final round. Mighty close. Final round tomorrow at Silverstone. And there's going to be nothing between Zenith and GFO. And DRL, who have had a fantastic mini-series, I've got to say. Overall, they're going to be happy. They're going to be consolidating 3rd place. TR and IRC, who have still got... in fact, IRC have got all 4 drivers in the points. There's Fideli. There's Marco. There's Anto. There's John. And they are going to have all 4 drivers in the points. That's a great effort from IRC. I tell you, well done, IRC. And Zenith, who have had every single driver in the points so far in the first 3 rounds. I'm not going to score with Simon. However, AMC, Rimpey and Jamie Wan could pick up some crucial points. Safety car's not coming in. That's music to Jamie Wan's ears. He'll want that out as long as possible. Everyone's on soft tyres except Spanias and Jamie Wan. That's all you need to know. And it's been a good race. It's been clean. Again, all 5 leagues showing great craftsmanship, great racing. We've seen some fantastic battles between the TRM and IRC and Zenith. As ever, GFO have been fair. And why has Marco pitted? Fresh set of mediums as well. Well, I was saying IRC are locking out the top. And what's going on here? They want to sort those out. And I was just saying how IRC are locking out the points. Well, they still should come out in 14th place. Jamie James and Victor will need to be careful. Just saying about their leagues racing nice and fairly. They want to be careful here. Marco is put on 7 lap-old mediums. Victor and Jamie want to be a little bit careful here. Why are they fighting over positions? They don't want to risk penalties. Victor, the Hungarian team, trying to get in Jamie James's head. Oh, a little bit of contact. They've got to be careful. And Victor has got the penalty. Well, he had to be careful. Jamie James... Did he get a penalty as well? That's 5 seconds. That's going to be wiped off. Victor hit Jamie James. Jamie James will have that 5 seconds wiped out. Oh, what's he did? Why has Victor done that? Victor has just hit Jamie James and lost his front wing. What on earth is he doing? He's done that. That looked on purpose. And I was just saying, there's been great sportsmanship in this league. And Victor has just hit the back of Jamie James. Jamie James, of course, braking and reacting to the drivers behind him. Jamie James will have the 10 seconds removed. Victor just went crazy there. No awareness. We're about to go green again. Spanias back in the pack up here. Victor now picks up. Oh, come on, Victor. What's going on? Oh, there's a car facing the wrong way. It's one of the IRC boys. Oh, a disaster start at the back. It's got really, really messy. What is going on? Padapap leads. Oh, and now fulfilled it. What's going on here? Jamie up to 5th place. Caldo's lost a place. Mitsaldo's going to have a massive jump up behind him. Cal's trying to pass Jamie Ward on the inside. Rimpey's up to 7th place. All of a sudden, Zenith are getting interested. Rimpey holding on. It's getting messy here in the midfield. So Jamie now down to 7th. He's lost 2 places. DRL boys. He's going further back. He's got damage. Oh, he has. He has got damage. Oh, I don't believe it. More action in front. Look at the IRC boys. The IRC boys getting right involved here. They can send some big points here, can IRC. AMC now. Oh no, contact in the Zenith boys. Oh no, yours hit Rimpey. You hit Rimpey. He's hit the wall. Oh my word. That penalty will count for Jamie James. That's 3 seconds. Jamie Ward has damage. AMC up to 9th place. It's absolutely gone wrong for Zenith. Oh my, look at these penalties. Well, Jamie James is going to have 10 seconds removed. Calzo, 14 seconds of penalties. This is an incredible amount of penalties flying in. Metsaldo's got 15 seconds. And I tell you what, Anto for IRC could be a massive beneficiary. IRC could be up with some huge points. Oh, Fifeldi. Now with 15 seconds, well, AMC and Rimpey Zenith may benefit from those two. Jamie Ward also picked up 5 seconds somewhere. Oh, it's all got messy, and I spoke too soon about it being all clean. Yeah, Ultimate says, wow, I jinxed it by saying how clean they were. Yeah, indeed I have. Jamie Ward's got a massive chunk of front wing missing. He could pit and get out in 13th place and score some valuable points. Oh, GFO are going to have a lead. Well, Victor started all that off, didn't he? Smashing the back of Jamie James twice. DRS enabled, 3 laps to go. And then it looks like one of the IRC boys was spun. I think Marco was spun round. No, wasn't it? It was definitely one of the IRC boys I saw facing the wrong way. Right, Mitsaldo's got company here. Calzo is feeling like an overtake is possible. Mitsaldo's got a ton of penalties as well. In fact, Calzo, this is for position, because Calzo has 1 second less penalties than Mitsaldo, and this is for position. DRL could really capitalise on Zenith's misfortune as well. Can't make the move down there. IRC, Anto, what a brilliant race this man's had. Anto, IRC could be in for a top 5 here. Mitsaldo's struggling on his soft tyres. Of course, he's on older soft standards guys behind him. Victor, 5 second penalty for speeding in the pits. My word, what's going on there? But Mitsaldo, oh, look at the car understeering in the middle of the sector 2 there. The DRL boys are trying to get in here. Look, Anto, just keep watching in brief. Anto will be thinking, hello, I can get a top 5 here. In fact, he could get a top 4. DRL got to be careful. They cannot afford to take each other out. AMC also nicely there for Zenith, as is Rimpey. They've just got to stay in touch, because they're going to pick up a ton of places with all these penalties. Mitsaldo, there's a, oh, yellow flags. That's not sure, but that's 4, but here goes Calzo down the inside. Oh, is the back coming at the pits? Calzo's got through. Can Jamie James follow through? Oh no, he got it late. Spaniasco's got a penalty, and Jamie James, did he get damaged? Yes, he did. He outbraked himself into the back of Mitsaldo. Yellow flag, and Fifeldi's going backwards. Oh no, the IRC man. Bad news. It's absolutely gone crazy in his last couple of laps. My word. So Fifeldi, down he goes. Jamie James is picking up the penalties. Another 3 seconds for Jamie James. Is that Anto with a massive understeer wiggle coming out as well. AMC fighting, Fifeldi could be disqualified. AMC's come alive. Zenith need it. Mitsaldo, well, this is bad news for GFO. Mitsaldo now dropping down places behind 2 DRL cars. 5 seconds. GFO will get a 1-2-3. But I tell you what, Zenith need to get ahead. Need to get ahead. And here comes AMC, going to try a move there on Anto. Mitsaldo struggling. Rimpey there as well. There goes AMC, and in fact, this is going to be close. Jamie James got front wing damage, and Anto gets past Mitsaldo. Can AMC follow through? Oh, don't outbreak yourself. Jamie James struggling with no front wing. He's holding on. Jamie Ward penalty. Oh, and now Mitsaldo out of shape. AMC runs out wide. He gets out of it, and now Rimpey may have a chance here. Jamie James is doing a DRL job for Calzo here, isn't he? Letting Calzo get away up front. And it's working. 4.2, and Jamie James is having a bit of a jammy train here. Anto will be desperate to get through because he can sense the 4th place here. Jamie won fastest lap. That takes away an extra bonus point then from the GFO boys. That helps. Good work, Jamie. In fact, Jamie will take that point. He's in the points, top 13. Right, Anto, Jamie James in serious trouble. Oh, we've got it's Kavictor off again. He's having an absolute nightmare finish. Look at this. This is AMC passing Mitsaldo on the outside. Now he'll have the inside. Oh, he'll have to cut it there. And AMC picks up a penalty. No. Calm. Calm, AMC. Wait for the DRS. Now Rimpey will pick up the place. Now AMC has 6 seconds. It is getting absolutely feisty out there. There goes Anto! And that surely is a net 4 for the IRC man, who's having a fantastic race. Possibly my driver of the day. IRC are set to score a top 5. Jamie James will have no reply. Now it'll be Rimpey's turn. Mitsaldo, my word, he has tumbled down the order, now in 8th place. With 18 seconds of penalties. Last lap. Rimpey now the back of Jamie James. Rimpey gets through. Oh, can he make it stick? Jamie James going defensive, of course. Jamie James doing a valiant effort of keeping Rimpey behind and helping Calzo as much as he can. The front 3 in the meantime we're in the stadium section, and the confetti is out. GFO have done what they needed to do to take it to Silverstone. GFO KG rounds the final corner. He wins. Panapap second. It's GFO 1, 2, 3. Now where does Calzo finish? That's the big question. Rimpey did get ahead of Calzo's 4th. Anto is surely going to be 4th, and yes he is. Well done IRC. Rimpey 5th. AMC 6th. That is crucial for Zenith. GFO Mitsaldo is currently 8th. Jamie James will have debris everywhere. Now Marco is 10th. No, who's just jumped? Your jumps to 9th place. Your jumps to 9th. Here comes Jamie 1. IRC have had a 4th, 11th and 12th and 14th. Well done IRC. All their drivers score. All DRL score. All GFO score. 3 for Zenith will score. That 5th and 6th at the end, absolutely crucial for Zenith. My word. And it's going to go to Silverstone tomorrow night between GFO and Zenith. And DRL have consolidated 3rd place. What a crazy finish. What was Kavictor doing under the safety car, banging into the back of Jamie James? Jamie James will have 10 seconds removed. He picked up 5 seconds for Kavictor banging into him. Big win for GFO. 1, 2, 3. They lock out their podium. And we are beautifully poised and beautifully set to go into the finale tomorrow night at the home of motorsport, Silverstone. Well, that was all good. That was all good. That was all clean until the final safety car. There you go. Well done, Panapap. No penalties. GFO 1, 2, 3. IRC. Big shout to Anto. 4th place. My driver of the day. Great race. Started 15th. Rimpey. Great job there for the Finnish driver in 5th place. AMC 6. Crucial points. Crucial points for Zenith. I better take a picture of this, actually. Calzo, 7th, had some mighty penalties cost him. Mitsaldo, Jamie James will move up the order. He'll have 10 seconds taken off at least. Your Knight, great job in the end. Marco 11th, IRC, all their drivers score, all GFO score. And that was an absolute thriller. Guys, we are tightly poised. Zenith versus GFO versus DRL going into Silverstone, the final round. Who will be crowned champions? Find out tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night for the finale. Good night.